What is going on, y'all? I had to make a video for y'all because I was thinking about this the other day and it perplexed me a bit. Who said it was going to be easy? That's the topic for today's video. Who said it was going to be easy? And spoiler alert for anybody who watches anime, I'll probably be using anime analogies in this video. So if you watch JJK or Naruto or anything like that, I'm probably going to be saying some extra stuff about it. But as a matter of fact, I'll start off with that, right? So, you know, when you're watching anime, when you're watching a movie or TV show, whatever it may be, everybody loves a good underdog story, right? Everybody loves a good story where the person who started off with jack shit, the person who has nothing, the person who had to go through all these trials and tribulations, comes out on top and they're considered the winner, right? That's normally how most movies end, anime, and the protagonist, you know, has to go through a whole bunch of shit, ups and downs, and at the end of it, of course, he wins the girl of his dreams, wins the career of his dreams, whatever the case may be, defeats all the villains and shit, and he's the number one, right? And from the outside looking in, right, we look at stuff like that and we think to ourselves, oh, like, you know, this is normal. We see the horrible things that they go through, and we think to ourselves things like, oh man, like this is normal. Like this is good. Like, oh shit, okay, the protagonist lost their father figure, or like I'm thinking about Naruto. You know, Naruto loses Jiraiya, right? Naruto and Sasuke literally die in the war against Madara, right? Naruto, of course, loses his best friend Sasuke at the beginning and everything, and they go through all this stuff. And like I said, looking at it from the outside, we can just sit there and say, I mean, this is normal. Like, oh, they're going through all this shit, and the main character, it sucks for them at that moment, but it's strengthening them. Like, it's what's making them be the person they need to be in order to do what they got to do. If Jiraiya hadn't died, right, in Naruto, for example, if Jiraiya hadn't died, then Naruto wouldn't have had that burning desire that he needed to actually defeat pain, right? If Sasuke didn't witness Itachi decimate the whole fucking village, just two-tap everybody in the damn village, and put that burning desire in him, Itachi, I mean, Naruto, fucking hell, I'm saying everybody but the person Sasuke, wouldn't have gone through all that shit and seeked power from Orochimaru and all the other shit to become as strong as he did, right? And everything leads to that final point, to be able to get to that final destination. JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, that's another one, right? Holy shit, the amount of things that Yuji goes through on, I mean, this nigga, it's like Gege loves to just destroy the main character. Like, I think Gege wakes up, and that's the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen. I think he wakes up and says, you know what? How can I just make the main character's day a living hell? You know, he loses Nobara, he loses Nanami, and like the same, like in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, he loses two people close to him. You know, he's losing friends, he's losing family, he's losing his mentor, lost his granddad. And I think the moral of the story is, no one said that it was going to be a smooth journey. When you sit back and you watch these TV shows and you watch these movies and anime, you sit there and you're just like, oh man, this is good. This is a good story. This is a good character development. Like, hell yeah, let's go. And you praise what you see. You're like, okay, like this is good. This is normal. But in your own life, you don't. How does that make sense? Like in your own life, to your journey to success, whatever that may be, there might be financial success, might be material, might be mental, might be whatever, physical, you know, want to get healthy, whatever. Who said it was going to be smooth sailing? That's never been a thing. Like I said, even in make-believe, even in fantasy, the characters that you look up to, that you admire, struggled, right? People like Batman, motherfucking lost his parents at a young age, and that's what turned him into who he had to become. Bane breaking his back and shit, and he had to literally relearn everything and crawl himself out of a hole, literally and figuratively, to be, you know, to get back to his original self. Superman lost everything, shit, lost his parents, and his whole home planet blew up. and all that shit. And of course I can go on and on and on, but y'all get the gist of the story. It's normal when you're on the outside and you're looking in, but when you're on the inside, it feels like you can't look out, or it feels like, why is this happening to me? And you just got to stop looking at it that way. Like, it's meant to be like this. Like, this is how it's supposed to be. You're meant to go through these hardships and struggle and character development and whatever else it is that you want to call it. Like, it's designed to happen. And you should look at it that way. You should look at it as, now I'm not saying you should want these bad things to happen. Naturally, you're not going to want to, but when they do, when you meet that resistance, you should know, this is what I have to do to get to the next step of success of my life, of whatever goal or dream or aspiration that you have. It truly is that simple. You know, when I think about it, before in my life, especially when I was younger, I'd think like, oh man, it's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be smooth sailing. I shouldn't have any problems. I shouldn't have any like difficulties. But people truly say that, and it sounds cheesy, but it's the truth. Like, are you willing to die? Are you willing to legitimately do everything that you possibly can, including dying, losing everything? How much are you willing to sacrifice to get what it is that you want? And if the answer is no, or you're hesitant, then that's the answer. If the answer is yes, then you will do the necessary steps in order to get there. So just a quick video for y'all. Just a reminder to keep on pushing. It doesn't matter how you feel. Get up and do the damn thing anyway. And you know, you'll go look back in a couple years, and like I said, you'll be writing your own story, and in a couple years you'll either be extremely happy or extremely disappointed in yourself. And another analogy, one more, I mean, just like games, it's the same thing. I'll end it real quick because I got to go pick up my motherfucking Chipotle, but it's just like games, right? You play a certain game, you play Elden Ring, you play any kind of game that requires some kind of leveling. You don't have a problem actually sitting there and grinding. Like, I remember when I played Elden Ring, and for the first time, of course, I get my ass beat. It's taken me hours and hundreds, literal hundreds of tries to try to get past somebody. And you're willing to do what you have to do. Like, your brain is so locked in, you don't give a shit what you have to do. I have 300 hours. I know that's probably baby hours to a lot of people, but I have like 300 hours on one of my Elden Ring accounts, and I sat there, and whatever I had to do, if I had to travel to the fucking snowfields and get the goddamn rivers of blood, if I had to sit there and I had to farm these like cancer-stricken looking bald turtles that look depressed sitting in a corner and shoot this bird off this cliff, if I had to farm for hours and to fight these sickly looking elderly women with sickles, whatever I had to do, how many hours I had to farm, grind, no matter what I had to do, I did that in order to get to the next level. And of course, when you beat that boss, when you finally beat that boss or that side boss, whatever it is, whenever you get over that challenge, it feels so good. That boost of energy, you're on top of the world because holy shit, you did it. And then it's on to the next level. It's on to the next step, right? And that's just like life. Look at your life as a video game, as a movie character, whatever you relate to. Look at it as that. Like, oh, okay, well, just like in Elden Ring, whatever game you play, okay, well, if I need to level up my health and endurance, my magicka, my strength, my whatever it is, my attack, defense, if I have to level these things up, I'm gonna have to grind. Like, I have to sit here and I have to physically grind out these hours. I have to just sit here and do whatever I have to do, right, to gain experience. Life is the same thing. Whatever it is you have to do in order to achieve that success, do it. I mean, in order for you to level up, you want to level up your strength in real life, like I said, video game, want to level up your strength, what do you got to do? You got to grind it out. Start running, start eating healthy, caloric deficit, go to the gym, get an in-home workout program, do whatever you have to do. You have to grind and put the hours in order to achieve that. You want to level up your, well, you ain't got magic in real life. Good thing we don't, but if you want to level up your endurance, same thing running. You want to level up your mind, right? That's the one thing in Elden Ring, your mind. I guess in real life, it would be literal mind. You want to level up your mind, start reading, start watching videos that actually help you and encourage you and actually push you forward and benefit you, not just random brain rot shit. And you want to level up your status. You want to level up your money, right? Status, money, fame, whatever. Same thing in the game. What you got to do, you got to kill these minions over and over and over again until you get enough experience so you can get the money. Same thing in life. Repeat the same thing. Start a business, learn a new skill, level up. Same shit, man. I'm going to go get my food now and turn on this AC because it's hot as shit in this car and it's 80 degrees outside. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video, man. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And if it was that easy, once again, another cheesy, corny, cliche line, everybody hears it. But, you know, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. If it was that easy, everybody would have that success. So just remember that. Whenever you get discouraged, whenever you get upset, whenever you start thinking it's too difficult, whenever you start thinking to yourself, oh, Christ, you know, I'm going through so much shit, when will it end? Just remember, this is your story. This is your story, just like the protagonist, the actor, the game story. This is your personal story. This is the arcs. You got to go through the arcs first. You know, you got to go through the character development arc, and then the defeat arc, and then the near-death arc, and then the victory arc, right? So that's the way that you should look at your own life. But I'm out of this motherfucker. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Tips and I out of this bitch.